I don't.
Preseason's over basically for the Detroit Lions as it relates to the second-team guys and the rookie guys. Maz, what has been the highlight? And you can't say Hendon Hooker.
Yeah, I get it.
And you can't say Hendon Hooker.
Yes.
What has been the highlight for you in the Detroit Lions preseason so far?
Here's the highlight for me. The injuries that they got, Jahmyr Gibbs, Terry and Arnold, Rakestraw, and then Penei Sewell. If those injuries turn out to be okay, like they tell us, that's the biggest takeaway from this entire preseason for me. Just get out of here with health tomorrow. Wear that bubble wrap, guys. Get the heck out of that Steeler game with no more injuries, and let's get ready for the Rams.
Jay, I know this is the last preseason game for the Detroit Lions. They're not going to play a lot of stars, but there is one particular group that I do want to watch, and that's the offensive line. That is the catalyst for the Detroit Lions and has been now for the last 3 years. Since their rise, if you will, it's been that offensive line giving them that stability, giving Jared Goff that time, giving Jahmyr Gibbs, David Montgomery, lanes, Jamal Williams a couple years ago, giving them lanes to be able to run. I want to see that third group, that fourth group, because they had some projects. They got some guys on their team. Because you're going to need linemen. We saw Frank Ragnow last year. 2 games he missed. Taylor Decker was on the bubble each game. We know Zeitler is coming in from Baltimore. He's year 13. He's not a spring chicken. I'm excited to see what does that group look like, because you're going to need some of those guys. Maybe not now, but at some point.
I'm with you. We're in lockstep on that one, because I think it's something that is overlooked on this team is the fact that Graham Glasnow is now a starting guard. He was our backup plug-and-play guy last year.
Great point.
And when you don't have that flexibility where you can just say, all right, if one of our linemen go down, we're perfectly okay. You can't necessarily say that now. This team probably has less offensive line depth than they had last year, and that is an issue. And I'd love to see some of the backups and the threes really take a step forward, show that they can be those guys that can supplement on this offensive line. Because if you don't have that and you sustain one offensive line injury, then you're in trouble.
I want to see Colby Sorsdahl from William & Mary step up this year.
Absolutely.
They drafted him last year to be a guy. He got some work last year. Yeah, he got abused. And he got a little bit of abuse this week, this training camp. But I believe that kid has taken some steps in the right direction. I think they know what they're doing. And if they got to get somebody off the waiver wire next week when there's going to be hundreds of players available, then that's what you got to do.
Yeah, that's valid. And I think the good project on the line that should be your plug-and-play guy if he can make enough steps this year is Christian Mahogany. If you need a fill-in guard, Mahogany should be able to carry the load. He might not be the best pass blocker, but he is a good run blocker, and that is what this team needs. If we go down on any injuries, we can pretty much be self-sustained on our run game alone, and we can win games straight off our run game alone. So if our run blocking stays elite even with an injury with Christian Mahogany in there, I'm perfectly comfortable with that scenario.
I love the Mahogany take, but he's got to play.
That's
he
true.
hasn't practiced yet. There's a mysterious cloud over his head in regard to his health and why he's not playing. We don't have answers for that. We do know that he's got one leg that's longer than the other. That's why he slipped in the draft as a third-round graded guy that the Lions were lucky.
Dr. Pierce said that's like only a centimeter off.
Yeah, and
a lot of people have that.
And it's not really a big deal, but there is a question mark around this guy, and we don't know quite what it is. But when you look at a Mahogany, you look at a Dan Skipper, you look at a Sorsdale, these are all guys that were brought into this organization in a similar vein of a Efe Melifonwu, Levi, a Lee McNeil. They were looking for these guys in year 2, year 3 to be able to step in when needed. So we don't have the comfortable names, like you had mentioned, Jay, for some guys that filled in last year. We got new guys. Yeah. We've got a strong front 5 that we've got to bring healthy into week 1. But as long as we can maintain that health for the first few months and we don't have to plug anybody in, I think by mid-season we will have enough talent and experience between the young offensive guards and tackles to be able to filter them in when need.
Yeah, the good thing about having a show at Woodward Sports and having a network where you have so many different shows, you have a lot of different voices talking about the same thing, and a lot of times guys aren't going to say the same things. One of the guys whose word I appreciate a lot, man, is Brandon, a.k.a. Kool-Aid, man. I want to jump on for a second, B, man. I want to.
Hey, what up, though?
What's up, though? First of all, how's the family doing?
Hey, they're doing good.
Okay.
Blessed, man. 4 kids, working on the starting 5.
That's a lot.
Wifey ain't gonna like that. but
Working
let's
on
rock.
5. You got a starting squad.
Hey, working on the starting 5. Let's rock.
I'm not mad at it. Now, once we get to a starting 5, are we shutting it down?
Shutting it down.
Okay.
If it's up to wifey, we're done right now with the 4.
Okay.
That's it.
You need a point guard, though, man.
No middle kid. No middle kid. And I'll take that from you. This is my OG Mavs right here.
Hey, that's the OG.
That's the OG.
That's the OG.
That's
He
the
knows.
OG, man.
He does know.
Yo, bro, I missed the time on the E&E show.
Yeah, 100%. A lot of times we bring you on the show, we talk about the Pistons. A lot of times we talk about the NBA, we're talking about the Pistons, we're talking about the finals, because we don't want to talk about the Pistons. I want to get your take on the Detroit Lions this year. We know what they're supposed to be. Going by what you've seen in the preseason, and hooking out, showing something, Sione Vaki looks like another hit for Brad Holmes. How good do you think this Detroit Lions team can be this year?
Before you go, Kool-Aid,
Yes,
Bray,
sir.
You're getting it.
Yes,
You're
sir.
getting it.
you don't know this, but with the Lions, there's a reason why they call him Kool-Aid.
Hey, I'm fired
He was
up.
drinking it first,
I'm
baby.
fired up. Hey, let's go.
There it
Hey,
is.
2024 is the year of the Leo.
Is it the year of the tattoo?
There you go.
Hey, I told you, if the
Lions
Lions
tattoo.
get it done, Kool-Aid has to get the ink, man.
And what color is that Kool-Aid?
Honolulu Blue.
That's right, baby.
There's nothing
That's
right.
right.
less. Honolulu
Stick you
Blue.
on board, too.
I'm pumped up. Brand new Lions. Listen, the same old Lions.
Everybody in
dead.
Woodward has to get
Same
one.
old Lions fans. Move out of the state of Michigan. You don't belong. We need everybody on the bandwagon this year because the Detroit Lions, they're going to get it done.
There we go.
Hey,
To
you
the
know-
moon.
Pumped up, man.
You heard that. We don't have to ask any in-depth questions.
Fired up, bro.
That right there lets you know you're fired up. Like, just look at the Sione Vakis of the world. Like, I'm so excited about that pick.
Yeah.
Ants has been talking about him at nauseum since March, if you will. And I'm being honest, he's been talking about it since March.
You know why, though?
They drafted him in April.
Called it.
And
Do you
now
know why, though? Because what has been the overwhelming topic and theme of preseason?
Oh.
That we've been parsing 3rd, 4th stringers. Why? Because everything at the top is perfect. And to the
Solidified.
point that you see what like a guy like Sione Vaki is able to do out there on the field, and then realistically, we still have David Montgomery and Jahmyr Gibbs. Yes, I'm excited about the Detroit Lions because they got depth, they got versatility, they got playmakers. Think about this. People want to always talk about with the wide receivers, and I'm a victim of it. I was this too.
Okay.
Like, yo, what's up with the wide receiver 3 and 4? Well, you know what? What about playmakers? Who has more playmakers than the Lions? Because you're talking about St. Brown, Sam Laporta, David Montgomery, Jahmyr Gibbs. You're talking about guys with promise like Sione Vaki, J-Mo. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah,
who
you're right.
has more playmakers than the Detroit Lions? So they might not have the wide receiver room the way people want, but they got guys that can go out there and ball in a plethora of ways.
Philadelphia Eagles.
Ball.
The Philadelphia Eagles will probably contest and argue on that one. What do you think about the move that was made between the Commanders and it baffles myself and Anson Wells how you give an inter-division rival a player like that can help them out. What do you think about the Philadelphia Eagles? Because they made some moves.
Look, not everybody can be Brad Holmes, though.
Yeah.
I said this earlier. Where my mind first went was Brad Holmes trading T.J. Hockenson in division.
To get in the same.
But he got an all-pro tight end right
yeah.
back and extra draft picks to solidify where this team is headed. So it's like if you think you're doing that, not everybody can be a Brad Holmes. We're going to see how it works out for them, but I don't know, man. It was a little bit of a head-scratcher. You're helping out some teams in your own division while you're trying to punch the ticket.
All right, before we let you go.
Or hurting them.
Before we let you go, one of the guys on our show is my man KG, who's also a member of Morning Woodward. Just talk about how good the show has been doing, man. I remember you guys were first brainchilding in that room, the conference room, and now it is the best morning show in the state.
I appreciate you, brother.
100%. I'm
Woo
spitting,
crew.
I'm
listen.
spitting facts. Talk about the show.
Look, man, I know where I got my start, man. I know where I got the chops
Morning
and
Woodward,
everything
baby, 8 to
practice.
10.
Hey, Morning Wood, but Ermanni and Edwards with Maz as well, man.
Yeah,
I
for
did
sure.
a lot of sound work there. You guys helped me get very comfortable. I look around, I'm like, hey, these are all my brothers from Pete to Maz, Braylon, Anton, SC over
Maz
there,
more like your
Stick,
grandfather,
Justin,
though.
everybody. And
Maz
shout out
like
to
your
Ryan.
grandfather.
Hey,
Woodward fan.
look, we even got daughters with the same name, man.
This
Shout
is
out
true.
to Lily. But Waco Woodward has been an amazing experience, man. Just to kind of have that frat, bro vibe, get back into like that team feeling.
Yeah.
Like I played sports my entire life, organized sports, played college ball, played a little bit of pro-am. To get back into Woodward sports is like you said earlier, man. It's a family environment. It's friends. We're brothers. But we got a goal. And to see where we're at right now, the PGA sanctioned event, man, my first one. You know what I'm saying? I was showing people earlier, all of the credentials that I got over here in the side. Do you understand the credentials from Vegas Summer League?
I was looking on the top. I'm looking on the side
Red
pocket.
Wing.
That's
bro. This is Woodward Sports, bro. This is Woodward Sports. I got events. I got
you
the
got
draft.
some, you got some things in there.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
It's been a fun experience, and it doesn't happen without people like you all, without people like Stick, without people like Joey, without people like Maz, who helped me get a credential my first year. Like, that type of stuff, I'm serious. That type of stuff matters. Braylon showing up to the Pistons games. I'm in meeting. He said, Kool-Aid. Everybody turning around. But I'm like, dang, look at Braylon trying to make me feel special because that's what the brotherhood is, man.
And I believe, and I love that part about it. Look, I'm not trying to call out certain places in particular, man, but it's very unauthentic. It's very fake. It's just for the likes, the click, the noise, the blah, blah, blah. Like, what we do is very authentic. The heavyweights are exactly the heavyweights. That's exactly who they are. Spencer's running around somewhere. I keep saying that, you know. Ermanni and Edwards with Maz, like, we're brothers. This is who we are. The Morning Woodward, like, it goes. It's what our network is. It's what guys are. 100%.
Very special.
Appreciate you jumping on, man.
Appreciate you,
man.
You
coming back tonight?
I might come back tonight. Sunday, all day, for sure.
Smashing Pumpkins are here tonight performing
Smash Mouth.
Smash Mouth. Excuse me, I'm thinking. Smash Mouth. 100% Smash. They are performing their new songs as well as some of their All-Star as well as Walking on Sunshine. It should be a lot of fun. Kool-Aid, we appreciate you, man.
I don't believe Billy Corrigan is a big golfer.
No,
but he is not here.
No, he is not.